getting food first today. I can get away with that every once in a while. Especially with Marty and Stripe both in the house right now. There you go, honey. I'm gonna put you in the crate in the bathroom so those guys don't scare you. So I want you to have time to eat. Good boy. Hey guys. Feels really nice out here this morning. You wouldn't know it was going up to 90 today. It's actually got a little bit of cool in the air, but I guess we're not gonna have time to walk today because he's gonna be here at 8:30 and I got time to take care of the kitties, but not time to go for our walk and be back, so oh well. Good morning.
Good morning, pretty girl.
You got your paper?
Yep.
It feels nicer than it's gonna be 90.
Yeah, that's why I opened up the garage doors to let cool the garage off a little bit.
Yeah, it feels nice out there right now.
Yep, it does.
There's my gray girl. Hi. Hi. Well, they're here. They're waiting for one more part of their crew to come. I know where everybody is except for Marty. I'm not too worried about him, but I wish I knew where he was. Morris is up the hill. Stripe is inside. Panther's in the bathroom. Tux is in the cat hotel. But I saw Marty head into the front yard this morning and I just don't know where he went. I just would feel better if I knew he went up the hill with Morris. He might have. All it probably took was them guys showing up in the truck, and they usually head, you know, UPS, FedEx, whatever, they head back up to the back of the house. Okay, there it is, one more time. I'll be filming and monitoring their progress as best as I can, time-lapse and real-time stuff. So dump truck and big piece of equipment. So what are they up to?
He's got his string with a heavy weight on it, and he's throwing it, trying to catch it up on over one of the tops of these trees.
Like you, huh? I see the rope.
I think he just got.
He did? Well, it's over a limb. It might not be the limb, but it's up there. Behind the tree they're taking down, like a tree to hold on to the tree.
Yeah, it's just that probably, I don't know, I would say probably it is a safety to get it to go a different.
Yep, yep.
Trees like that are easier.
Wow, he is seriously headed up. Well, they said that's how they were going to handle it. He took off one little limb just to clear out the path behind him as he goes up, but nothing, you know, substantial yet. They're still working on getting that ball where they want it. So they've cut off just a few of the lower branches, and of course somebody's carrying them away. Woo! That guy didn't even flinch. Wow, those guys on the ground didn't even flinch when that came down.
They're going to do is they're going to put a rope around a tree.
Right.
And then they're going to put a rope around the part of the top of the tree they're going to cut off. And they're going to pull
just the top of the tree in the direction they want it to go. That would make sense because they do have that one rope. I know it's super hard to see, but it's all the way up there. I mean, it's high up there. And he's working on adjusting it. Meanwhile, down on the ground, the nice guys, they moved my 2 planters. Guess we should have done that for them. They were on the other side of the bridge.
It was. His safety rope, he wasn't happy that he could work with it. It was too far away from the tree.
So he's got it where he wants it now. He's got 2 different safety things going on up there that if he were to slip, he won't go to the ground. I did seriously set a prayer over him. That's a heaviest piece of thing to be trying to maneuver where he wanted it. Wow. Thank you for not dropping it on the bridge. They're all back right now, working on the ropes, more ropes. Don assures me that that sweet gum tree that they're attached to over there is probably the strongest tree in the entire yard. Those tap roots, they go straight down. You can't get rid of a sweet gum tree.
Pretty much.
So it's pretty substantial.
Oh.
And if they mess it up, they can just take it out. I heard Don say something I like the sound of. Don said with this tree down, the garage roof might get more sun.
It could get more sun. This is like one of the main shade trees for the garage. He's got the plaque out of it.
Yeah, that limb is on the wrong side of the tree to go down and not land on the bridge, so they've got the rope on it now, and he's going to cut it, and their guys up there are going to pull it away. Did exactly what they wanted it to do.
Exactly what they wanted it to do. So now you know how they're going to do them all.
Yep. I was just telling Don, thankfully we caught this tree before it was more unstable, because it's not moving at all as he's climbing it. It seems safe to climb it. But another wind gust, another 5 degrees, it'd start to be, you know, not so wonderful going up it. I guess there's like 6 guys here total, I think. Oh, I see now. The chute goes into the thing. They're running everything through the chute. I see it now. Work of those branches, I tell you what, that's impressive. A wedge, try to make it do what he wants it to do. This is the biggest one so far. One that really matters if it doesn't go where it's supposed to. They did good. Like Jesus said, they've done this before, and they were confident. The more they work, the more confident I am. As I'm watching the branches come down and swing away from the bridge, I'm thinking he left that lower branch, so if something did come that way a little bit, it would have at least something to slow it down. But they're all going in the direction he wants them to go. I'm actually pretty calm. I just knew where Marty was. That last limb, they kind of moved out of the way. The guy on the ground maneuvering it, he didn't flinch, but the other guys on the ground, they made sure they moved. Well, he's up there, the last 3 super huge branches where it splits. They're talking about it. I can't say that I'm upset about the noise cutting off for a little bit. He's going for the one on the far left. He's tying the rope to it so this crew down here can pull it. This time, instead of watching him, I'm going to watch them. The cutting and it falling is kind of cool, but the guys pulling it is also very interesting. He's repositioning his safety line. It's interesting how he lets that chainsaw hang off his waist while he's doing stuff up there. Oh God, here it goes. I'm just watching the guys. He's probably going to wedge it again. Yep, he wedged. So rarely do they cut just straight across. Several different wedge cuts. Okay, the wedge fell. I mean, dropping the actual tree in the right direction after all these branches are gone is no big deal. This all comes down to this part right here. It's going. Oh, wow. I think we're happy. I think it's okay. I don't know if you can see that or not. It split into two pieces coming down, and most of it went where they wanted it to go, and a little bit of it went down closer to the bridge, but not on the bridge. I think my time-lapse camera is giving me trouble. Hopefully I got a little bit of time-lapse. Something. Makes total sense. They clearing it out so they can walk around down there and not be tripping over it. And meanwhile, he's repositioning. There's a lot of discussion going on about which way the ropes were going and how to tie it and where he was going to be and all that stuff. Yeah, this one is a little more tricky. There was a lot of communications with the ground guy, and the tree really moved when the weight of that one branch came off the last time, and he didn't seem to faze him, but it moved on him. It was like a amusement park ride. Oh goodness. Let me stand up. We've been out here a long time, so I've been sitting, but I want to try to follow it down. I had problems with, I think, the focus on the last clip. The camera can only do so much. Oh. It's going. Oh, they did excellent. Could not have done any better. Wow. If you need a tree down in your yard, hire Jesus' crew. Seriously, these guys know what they're doing. That was impressive. There, you can see it down on the ground, but it couldn't have gone any better. Could not have gone any better. Trying to throw a rope up from this side now. We don't exactly know why, but it's been up a couple times and come back down, not going where he wants it to go. This guy's good at throwing it. We certainly appreciate how difficult it is to get it to go where you want it in the tree. Last tree Don and JB took out, that took more time than taking out the tree. Well, like I said, we got a bow and arrow now. We're not going to have that problem in the future. We just shoot a piece of fishing line up there and then pull the attached.
I think he's giving up. He's going to do two safeties over there on that other thing.
Okay.
But see, he's got to get rid of his safety. That's the problem.
Right.
And we're going to try to move it up or something. I don't really quite understand. But at this point, the way that that's going to fall.
Yeah, Don's talking. He thinks, I don't know if you can hear him, he thinks the rope had to do with the safety. And they gave up on it. It wasn't working, so.
They just moved the safety to the other side of the tree.
Right. The tree really moves when the branch lets loose. The weight shifts in the tree and he goes for a ride. He really does need to be secure. I'll say another prayer. I'm sure after the 100th tree, his family, you know, never takes it for granted, but stopped being at least freaked out every time he was up there. He's holding on with his left hand. I don't know that. Yeah. Oh, please let this go okay. It's going in the right direction, but it's going to come back around on him. Oh, he did good. That one ended up being like, seriously, it's hard to move the camera when you're fixated on where things are falling. Sorry. No. I'm guessing they'll drop it maybe, you know, 10, 20-foot sections versus the whole thing, but I don't know. That is one serious size tree limb. They're repositioning the ropes now so they can make sure the trunk goes in the right direction. Like I said, I'm not sure if they're going to cut it in one full swoop or a couple of pieces. Well, they got lucky with the creek not being too wet today, so that was good. He's still making sure he's happy up there. They're going to take out the holly tree that's leaning over the driveway also. It's kind of directly behind this tree. You can see it there. It's huge. It'll just grow back up out of the ground and make another pretty tree. It's 30 feet tall at least. It's old, but it's next ice storm, it's down, so might as well come down. He's cutting, so I do think they're going to bring it down in small pieces. Makes total sense. He's very close to his safety. I'm sure he knows what he's doing, but he's pretty close to the safety line. Thud. Yeah, he's over there taking the holly out. You can pretty much just let it fall on the driveway. Hopefully it won't hurt my
I think it's going to miss it. It's going to spring. It's going to go all the way across the line.
I get that firm. Alright, this is chunk number 2 out of the big trunk. I'd say that's another 20-25 foot section of it, something like that. There's where it landed. Very hard to follow it down.
Yeah, see, he's pointing over there to that other tree. They're all just going to put their thing, and then these 6, 8, 10 guys are going to get on it, and they're just going to pull the damn thing that way.
Yeah, they're taking the rope down out of the Y in the tall tree that's behind. They're done with that rope.
Yeah, well, it's getting so big and heavy that at some point they got to worry about that tree up there in the rope.
Yeah. Sorry about the sun making these hard shadows now, but he's down. He just came down. They've got the rope still up there at the top. They're just going to pull it in the direction they want it. They got enough muscle power on the ground to do that. He's down. He's safe. All is good.
Nobody fell hurt.
Twice while they've been here, and I didn't catch it either time, but the hawk has flown across up overhead. These guys are doing a Marianne level cleanup job out there with the tarp and all of the leaves, and I'm really impressed. That's, you know, I may find a branch down there, but they are making an effort to really clean up my yard. I totally appreciate that. Like I said, I'm super impressed with the level of cleanup. Don's gonna go talk to him. I told Jesus, but I think just his crew guys are here now. But I want about 3 feet of stump left and as straight across as they can make it. I don't care how they angle it to get it down, but you know, when they're done, like one more cut across would be good. I'm probably gonna put a statue or a fairy garden, or the cats will enjoy sitting on it. And there's the maple and the bridge. You can see everything still looks good down there. They were here right at 8:30 and it's 10:15, so Don figured a couple hours and they'd be done. I'd say that's true.
Protected steel cage, he can get it all out of the way.
Yeah, they brought in this piece of Caterpillar equipment. Don says it's basically a fancy bobcat with a special forked bucket on the front of it. And it's got the rope attached to it. And they're using it to keep the rope taut. That is a long blade. Big wedge gone.
He's gonna cut it twice. He's gonna cut it this time to get it over.
Right, and then he,
Down.
yeah. I got that they got to cut it at an angle to get it down. Yeah, Don said he'll come back and flatten it at 3 feet like I asked him to after he gets, they got to get it down. I understood that. They're moving the Bobcat, for lack of skip loader or something they called it. For lack of a better, they made the rope tight again. It's going. He's making my nice cut now. Yay! I like it. Fixated on what they're doing. I missed that they took the huge part of the log out as one full piece. What was it? 30 feet long, 20 feet long?
It was, no, it's 15 feet.
Yeah, it was more
wider
than the driveway. He just grabbed it and took it out. We don't know why they wanted to leave that one big, but they did. Thinking he's gonna roll that out like it's a wheel.
I think he's gonna get some help.
Yeah, it's probably pretty heavy, but you think 2 guys rolling it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try to lift it.
Well, he's the smallest guy.
Holy moly. Woo!
He's the smallest guy.
Woo!
We're getting all excited.
I did. Woo! No. And they got a chain on it and they're just pulling it out. I hate it that the shadows are making it hard to film, but I really can't get closer, not where I would want to stand. They'd freak out. Don would tolerate it, but they'd freak out. Don would trust I knew where I was going good enough, but they'd be worried about me.
I guess what it is, they've got another piece of equipment that they're going to bring down here.
That's a little crane to pick them up and load them in a truck or something.
Yep. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, take it up there.
Yeah, that one he's just going to carry to the street also. Wow, that gripper thing is pretty serious.
I guess he couldn't get that other log. He was scared the tractor get hung up on that one that was he's taking out.
Yeah. They're coming in here to get these last 2 pieces. These were the first 2 pieces that went down.
No way that thing's gonna pick that up.
No?
I don't think so.
You would be wrong.
I guess I do.
It's not happy about it though. I would say it's, you know, at the limit of being able to handle it. Now wouldn't be a good time for Amazon to come.
This is what I thought I would have done the whole time. Is I
just trying to keep it from rolling backward.
Gonna pick both of them up?
I don't know.
I mean, he could pick that one up and go drop it next to the other one.
And then try to pick both up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that thing's got a big enough bucket.
I guess my point would be why? Just to save one trip up the driveway? But you're right, I guess that's what he's gonna do. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe they're making a pile there, and they're doing they're gonna bring another piece of equipment down and lift all that up.
He's just showing off now. I'm teasing. But seriously, he's got 3. Oops. I'm thinking that didn't go quite the plan.
I can see you picking him up. I can see him picking him up too, but that third one seems to be a little much.
Truck, and they are going to take that other tree trunk with them. I think for the holly tree and the extra tree trunk removal, they added $300, something like that. It's worth it to me. It was hard to mow over there with that and keep it weed free and not looking ucky. I need to be able to run the mower down the side over there. I'm not gonna look too hard over there at stuff for a while. Let it settle back down. The forsythia will pop back up. The mulch will regrow. You know, I can tell guys did work over there, but they were as careful as they could be. I didn't see them scrape the asphalt with that machine, not once. They were very careful with it. I guess if I had my druthers, I wouldn't have him be blowing quite so rough over there. That's topsoil. And just weeds are going to come back in the sun. But he's cleaning up what he thinks is right. He even came back and carried my plants back to the other side of the bridge. Yeah, I guess Dad does the estimating, and the son, Jesus Jr., runs the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cleaned up anything that came down over here, and you know, the moths and the ferns, they took a little bit of a beating today, but not too much, and they'll all come back. There's, you know, everything is going to come back. My butterfly bush is in good shape. Thank you. Both sides need help. Flat to the back. There you go. Can you walk over there and just pull the couple suckers off of it that are already on the side?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this thing's gonna be fine. It's gonna stay. First off, it didn't get beat up too hard to begin with, and second off, Don would say you can't hurt it. Not exactly true, but if I need to prune it back, it'll just grow. I'm probably not going to touch it until after it blooms next spring, and then I'll then I'll do a little bit. Thank you. I realize we're going to be doing that for the next 5 to 10 years as it tries to grow back from what it is, but all right, bye-bye. We'll hire you again, but we hope not to have to. Don said it was, Don says it was too complicated to ask him to disconnect that thing and dump the mulch. I would have liked to have had the mulch, but we didn't keep it. We didn't ask them to clean up this spot, but I'm regretting not asking them to do that now. Everything else looks so good.
It does.
It will do its thing, and my view from the front porch is restored.
Right.
But I wouldn't have. Yeah, and this will, like I said, I really wouldn't have pushed the leaves back that far. That's all nice topsoil down there in the leaf, but it, you know, this fall it'll fill back in. I could see him going a little too crazy with the blower. I don't like that, because now it needs mulched, or, you know, I mean, if he was going to lay his pretty mulch down on top of it, that'd have been different. You ready to come out? You're a good boy. You weren't in here today because you was a bad boy. You can come out now. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Hi. Good boy. You kiss Mama, just keep you safe. And this one was hid. But now that all the noise has stopped, I guess he's ready to go outside too. Freedom! Come back soon. It's freedom time for you too, Panther. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. There's Marty. Hi. Hi. Oh, I'm relieved to see you. I knew you just went someplace safe, but still. I was going to let you hang out in the house with Stripe, and I didn't have a chance for you took cover. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to show you guys in case it wasn't super clear. All these tree roots right here that you can now see, they went to that tree, which is not to say that they weren't still, you know, pretty stable, but when we have those big hurricane rains, 5 to 10 inches, tropical rains, and it gets really soggy down in there, that tree, the roots, they just really weren't in the best position. It extends over here. It's like a whole shelf. There's rocks down further into the creek bed, but yeah. So besides the fact that it really was leaning, that we had seen this right side come up and it leaned in to the left there, the roots weren't really, you know, solid in the ground either. And yes, that was a frog. And there are a lot of rocks down in the creek, but I've been down in there before. It's not the right time of year to walk down in there though. Panther left the porch, but not in a huff of upset or anything. I figure he probably had to go use the restroom since he was crated in the bathroom right after eating breakfast this morning. I'm gonna do the last postcard from space. This one is a black hole pane. Hi. I have the parts for Lego 41063. This is the older Ariel's Underwater Sea Palace. You can see I have the special panes, and this is the main floor sheet, and I have the fencing and the dolphin and the seashell, so I'm gonna construct this now. Actually, I don't think that goes to it, but it might. Well, everything always takes longer than I think it will, but it's together. It's missing 2 green seaweed. I've substituted a pink. This guy's supposed to be holding a green popsicle. I gotta find that. I added the raft, the ducky raft, but I need to find a minifigure for it. They wear it around their waist. That's what the 2 holes are for. I have the wrong 2 mermaids, but I have the right 2 somewhere. And there's a little gold dot missing here. But other than that, it's like it's done. It's good. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's way cool. I like it. There's no tree. Yeah. The big tree, it's not there.
No tree.
Don's taking me up to Harris Teeter. I need mostly lettuce. Last 3 times I've made tacos, fajitas, I've been out, and Johnny really likes it.
Right, I actually do too.
Yeah, and so Harris Teeter, and then a quick run into Walmart. But so I had to play Pokemon, and we hadn't driven to Tesla today.
Yeah.
And I could use the veg for a minute, so Don's driving.
That's right.
Did I hear you say you don't mind chauffeuring me around?
It was easy peasy. Just sit over there in the shade, listen to my podcast.
Air conditioner cranked.
Air conditioning blowing on me. We're good.
Good. I did remember the lettuce on top of the other things I bought, but I did at least remember what I went in for. We're driving through South Park just to see what we can see.
Ooh, my girl, she's gonna be upset. Ooh.
Yeah, I would have been surprised. Well, it's not horrible, but yeah, I'm thinking they could have brought the brush thing over here and done a little better.
You think?
Yeah, I think.
Smooth.
Yep, there it is.
Nice and smooth.
Well, Johnny and I have an appointment early tomorrow morning, so I don't know if we're going to be out here on the track tomorrow either, but if not tomorrow, Friday for sure. There's an Ego mower. I recognize it.
Yeah, it looks just like ours, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it does.
21-inch self-propelled. The new ones are 22, I think. Yeah, way cool.
There's teriyaki kebabs underneath there somewhere.
Yes.
Only thing we're missing is guacamole, which I didn't have any avocados that were just right.
Safeties. He's got 2 now. The orange one and the yellow one. And he's holding on with one hand. Here it comes.
Thud.
Thud. The old oak tree did it a favor.
What do you mean?
That impact.
Give him a way to scoop it?
Well, it kept it from hurting the driveway.